In this video, we're looking at integers. Integers are a very important part of mathematics, and I just want to discuss how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide integers. Give you a few examples so you can see the pattern. If a student does not master integers, it will affect every aspect, almost every single aspect of their understanding of algebra. So I really want you to take time to see the pattern, understand what's going on. Integers are negative numbers, zero and positive numbers. So we come from negative infinity to infinity on the number line when we're looking at integers. And when you think about addition of integers, let's look at two positive numbers adding. So you have 2 plus 3. Well, 2 plus 3 is 5, right? So if you have two circles and three circles, you add them up, you get 5. So when you're adding two integers that are positive, you know, everything is fine. Everything is good to go. And that should be straightforward. Let's call that category 1. Now let's look at category 2. If you have two numbers such that the bigger number, okay, you have 15, for example, minus 3. 15 minus 3 is 12. Well, notice that it's positive there and positive there. You have positive when you add two positive numbers, and when you have the bigger number, okay, so 15 minus 3, you get a positive number as well. Well, let's look at another example now. That's category 2, okay? So let's look at category, a subset of category 2, which would be the same thing. But you have negative 2 plus 14. Category 2b. In this category, all you need to do is move the 14 to the front, and it becomes the same thing as category 2. 14 minus 2. The reason why you can move the 14 to the front is because of the commutative property of addition, in a sense, right? We're adding this. We're going to add this to that, and we can move this over to the front. So 14 minus 2. So whether you do 14 minus 2 or minus negative 2 plus 14, you will still get the same answer there. Okay, so let's look at a few more examples with this. Let's say we had negative 15 plus 5. Well, look at this now. The number with the negative, if you were to neglect the negative sign, just the number by itself, is bigger than this number, but when you attach that negative back, it's now negative 15 plus 5. So you owe $15 and you pay back $5. Well, now you're going to have negative 10. Okay? Because the 15, negative 15, 15 by itself is a bigger number and it's the negative number. Therefore, when you add 5 to it, it's not sufficient to bring you up to 0. Okay? So think about it that way. Another way of thinking about it is if you said 15 minus 5. Okay? But you put a negative outside, okay? So 15 minus 5 is 10. When you attach the negative, you get negative 10. And then let's look at the remaining categories here quickly. If you have a situation like negative 15 minus 15, in this case, you get negative 30. And that's like putting a negative outside, adding the 15s, and of course you'll get negative 30. Because 15 plus 15 is 30. You put the negative and you get negative 30. It's important to note that we will learn more about the distributive property and what's happening here and you know, factoring techniques which allow us to do what we're doing here. So this is how we add. When we're dealing with adding and subtracting integers, these are the tools to remember. Number 1, if both numbers are positive, we get a positive answer. Number 2, if you have a positive number and another number, but the positive number is bigger, of course, you get 14 minus 10. In this case, you get 4. Number 3, if you have a situation like negative 20 plus 7, then your answer is negative 13. You can do 20 minus 7, put the negative after. And finally, you can also have negative 10 minus 15, which would give you negative 25. So think about it and keep practicing it, because practice will make the systematic automatic. Right now, you're learning the system. Eventually, it'll become automatic. Okay? So thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.